my name is Alejandra and I'm a junior here at Pueblo High School. I got involved with AFL, American Friendship Israel League, last year, which allows me to go to Israel as an exchange student as well as have an exchange student with me for a week. And this is my exchange student. Her name is Lidia and she comes from Netanya in Israel. And she's 17 and she's also a junior like me. And we're just going to ask her a few questions. So, Lidia, can you tell us a little bit about Israel's geography?
Well, first of all, Israel is a tiny, tiny, tiny country. It's like a dot on the map. We can cross the country from north to south in 7 hours and from east to west in only 2 hours. It's a tiny, tiny place. It's like Pima County in its size.
Can you tell us what kosher is and some similar food stores that we have like in Israel?
Well, kosher is that we can mix dairy with meat. And we don't eat seafood and pork and all kinds of stuff like that. Well, cheeseburgers are not allowed because they're cheese with meat, so it's not good. But we do have McDonald's and Burger King and Domino's Pizza. We do have like similar stuff. I ate my first cheeseburger here. It's good.
That's very good. Before you came to the United States, what did you think of teenagers?
Well, I thought that it's just like in the movies. Party, party, party. And that the cheerleaders are mean. And there are bullies everywhere. And picking up on kids. Well, I thought it's hard.
Now that you've been here, how did that change your perspective on teenagers?
Well, you're a cheerleader and you're very nice. So it's changed my whole perspective, and I don't think that anymore.
What is the most important religion in Israel?
Well, Israel is mostly Jews, but Jews can be also atheists. Like in Israel, most of the people don't believe in God, just don't, but they are considered Jews.
What do you believe?
Well, I believe in God. But I'm not very religious. I don't go to synagogues, and I don't eat seafood and pork, but I eat cheeseburgers. So,
what languages do you speak, and which are must in Israel?
Well, I personally speak Hebrew, English, Spanish, Russian, and I study Arabic. But in Israel, it's a must to study Hebrew, of course, and English. We have English classes and we have finals in English.
Very good. Can you tell us what your overall experience has been here in the United States?
Well, I really loved it. I loved the Tucson view, and well, the cacti are beautiful and the mountains. In Israel, it's mostly big towers, buildings, because we don't have a lot of land, so we need to scoot up.
How is the weather different from here in Israel?
Well, in Israel it's mostly hot, really hot. We don't have a lot of winter, just a few rain days.
Can you tell us a little bit of your personal life and how this trip will influence on that, like career goals or friends or what you do on weekends? How?
Well, we do the same here. We go out, we go to see movies, we just walk around by the sea coast, and we just hang out with friends.
Can you tell us a little bit about the problem that there is right now with Palestine? You know, that those wars that have been going on for such a long time. What is your input on that?
Well, first of all, we both lived there for a lot of years. Also, both Palestine and both us. So it's our land and their land. And I think personally that the only solution is to give them a country within Israel. Well, Israel, as I said, is a tiny, tiny country, so there's not a lot of land to give them. But we could get to some arrangement. But the conflict is more complex, and both of sides don't want. The Palestinians want the whole country, and the Israelis want the whole country. So it makes a conflict.
Can you tell us a little bit about your school and how education fits in Israel?
Well, my school is a special school. It's an actual village, and I study only 5 days a week until 4 p.m. and I eat there in the dining room, and we can have a pool. But most of the schools in Israel are a building, and they study till 2, 6 days a week. On Friday we study, and Sabbath is our rest day.
And how are your parents about you coming to Israel? Did they have...
Well, they're worried sick. My mom is worried. She calls me all the time. And once even I was so tired at night, and I talked to her, and I sounded really tired, and she was really worried and like, "Are you on drugs?" Because she thought that's what happens here.
How is your technology? What are some advances you guys have in Israel? Your phones and stuff like that.
Well, we have high tech, really developed country. 95% of the population has computers, and 90% has internet. So you can find everywhere wireless, and phones are really developed.
Would you like to show your phone?
Oh, that's my phone. It's Nokia N95. It can open like this and like that.
Show the keyboards.
Oh, yeah. It's in Hebrew.
That's really amazing. So can you tell us a little bit of words, like translate them into Hebrew?
Sure. I can give you a sentence. Well, hi Pueblo. Kadima lochamim, which means go warriors. And אני מאוד שמחה להיות פה, which means I'm really glad to be here. And אני ואלחנדרה עושים חיים, that means me and Ale having a great time.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for being here, and we really appreciate that you took this interview, and we hope you have a great time here in the United States.
Thank you. תודה רבה.